up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. You know what we are here for. Grab your wine. We are here to discuss the events of today. Okay, I'm talking about what's going on with this whole Jussie Smollett thing. So, let me just say this. Alright, I made a video last week in regards to this matter. Some new information has come out. Honestly, when I made the video, a slight sliver of a centimeter of my heart wanted to believe somehow that Jussie was being framed. I keep calling him Jussie. I wanted to believe that Jussie was being framed. A part of me, I don't know if it was because he's black. I don't really know, but I wanted to believe that he was being framed. My common sense knew that Jussie was lying. Like, it was hard to root for him like I was, but a small part of me just felt like maybe he's being set up. Now my thing was, okay, maybe Chicago PD set him up, but why the Chicago PD would set up a celebrity, I really don't know. So I was like, okay, maybe that's not it. Maybe the brothers are lying. I said maybe the brothers are lying, but the fact that he knew these people, the fact that it was just so much of a coincidence, I was like, I don't know if they would lie like that. Maybe they would, I don't really know. But nothing looked good in his favor. Jussie, at that time, Jussie was still considered the victim because he was technically a victim of a hate crime. So after that, Jussie was named suspect in his own case. Okay, these brothers said that he paid them to attack him. He paid them he just paid them. He paid these motherfuckers to do this stuff. Apparently they rehearsed it like a scene in Empire. They rehearsed this a few days before. I don't really know when they rehearsed it, but they rehearsed it. And it was not looking good for Jussie. He was still adamant that he did not do anything. He was not talking to the press anymore. His lawyers were now talking to the press. The lawyers that he had before actually, I don't know if they dropped from the case or he fired them. I really don't know, but he picked up some new lawyers. So his lawyers were doing the talking for him. He was not talking or anything like that, but he wanted people to still believe him. So I was like, maybe he didn't do it. Maybe this is just an all elaborate scheme that he got set up, and people are they're trying to take him down because he's an activist, and he has spoken out against LGBTQ rights, and he's spoken not out against, but he's spoken out on LGBTQ issues, and he's spoken out about black issues. And I'm like, maybe they're trying to attack the man because he for the gays and the lesbians and the transgenders and whatnot. So, but then I was like, but he's a celebrity though, so I don't see the Chicago PD going after this celebrity and using these two big buff Nigerian men. I just don't see it. Then Jussie was named suspect in his own case. I was like, okay. And you notice the media kept putting out a little bit of information every few days. A little more things will leak, more information will come out. And a part of me was like, I don't know why Jussie would do something like that. I just don't know. The whole him getting written out of an empire, that was still up in the air. But I was like, this is so elaborate to do for empire job. Like, I was just like, no, something is going on. They were going to take it to court if he did not talk to them. Jussie did not want to talk to him, so they took it to court. Jussie got a warrant for his arrest. Jussie turned himself in. Jussie, I guess he had an interview with the police and everything like that. The police did a press conference this morning. This stupid nigga here. Apparently, Jussie did pay these men. There's video that surfaced actually, I think yesterday, of these men in it looked like a beauty supply store. I don't really know where because I saw Nick's in the corner. But they went and they bought the ski mask and the Make America Great hats and all that stuff. And apparently, Mr. Smollet paid these men I think what, 3,000 and some odd dollars to do this, and then he paid them another amount after it was done. Jussie actually paid them with a check. Jussie, stupid ass, non-crime having family motherfucker. Jussie, stupid ass, decided to pay these men, the men that he's hired to pose as potential suspects in a hate crime. He has hired these people and paid them with a check, which means there's paper trail. Listen, I'm not criminally savvy. I don't do crimes. I'm not a liar. I don't steal from nobody. I don't do shit like that. But I have enough common sense to know, if I'm going to commit a crime, I'm not going to write these motherfuckers a check. I know that much. I've watched enough Snap to know that I am not going to take my cell phone with me when I go murder somebody. I know that much. Because the towers and the pinging, I'm not going to let my cell phone ping off the towers. I know that much. But this fool, I guess, did not research how to commit the perfect crime, because this idiot gave them a check. And I am probably assuming that in the subject line he wrote, "For hate crime sketch." Jussie, how stupid can you be? So everybody wants to know, why the fuck would Jussie do something like this? Why would he cause all this hoopla? Why? What is the reason? I thought that, I don't know what I thought. I was like, I couldn't see him do this. But the reason, the police said, the reason why Mr. Jussie Smollett, the reason why Jussie did all of this, it was because he wanted more money from Empire. He wanted a raise in his salary. So you staged a hate crime in the dead of a blizzard, blaming two white people. Even though he didn't say white, when he said MAGA, we all assume it's white people. You blame two MAGA supporters, but they're two buff black Nigerian men. All because you wanted a raise. Okay, so you couldn't have your manager negotiate a raise for you, or threaten to leave the show to kind of get the demand going for you. You couldn't do none of that. You felt like staging a crime, having the public feel sympathy for you, is the best way to get more money out of Lee Daniels. Girl, you could just slept with him. You could have just fucked Lee Daniels and call it a day. I'm pretty sure that Lee Daniels would appreciate your pussy. I'm positive that he would probably write an extra zero on your check. So apparently Jussie pays, I guess he gets about $60 something thousand every episode. So he wanted more money because, I don't know, I guess he feels like he deserves more. And everybody deserves what they're worth. But I'm not going to commit a hate crime just so I can get more money on my check. Bitch, I'll find another job. That's what I would do. If they're not willing to pay me what I'm worth, I can always leave. But I guess the Smollet family thinks a little differently. I really don't know. The gay kids, trans kids, they experience hate crimes a lot. Black people, we experience hate crimes a lot. So now you have somebody who is black and gay say they experienced a hate crime, and there are a lot of people that believe this man. There are a lot of celebrities coming in defense of this man. There were a lot of straight black men who typically shy away from gay black men, but they were coming in defense of this man. And you got us out here looking stupid, and now anybody that has been a victim of a hate crime, a lot of people won't think to believe them because they're probably doing the Jussie Smollett. Really? Jussie, this to me is those out of touch rich kids, because Jussie, he may not be wealthy, but Jussie has been in the public eye. He has been on movies ever since he was a little kid. His sister has been in movies and shows ever since she was a little girl. Him and his siblings, I remember back in the 90s, they had their own TV show on, I think, ABC. I mean, this family has been in show business since Jussie was a little baby. So they got money. They got something. They grew up very, not like me, not like you. They grew up a little differently. So I don't know. This just seemed like some temper tantrum shit. I don't really know. Empire has decided to kind of phase him out and write. Apparently they were like kind of minimizing a lot of his scenes because of this shit. Now I see that he is begging for them to believe him because he's still claiming that he's innocent. Jussie, baby, the jig is up. The jig is up. They got surveillance cameras. They got pictures of these people. They knew these niggas went to Nigeria. They met these dudes at the airport. They interviewed you. You said why you did it and all that. And then I don't know how true this is, but the letters that that Fox Studios got 8 days before this happened, allegedly, they said that he wrote these. He wrote these letters. Now, I don't know if this boy is loco in the cabeza. I don't really know. He seems kind of crazy to me. If I was him, I would claim insanity. I would claim that I was mentally ill. That way I can go to rehab or something. Or I would claim that I was in a drug-induced stupor. I decided to do something crazy and so I can go to rehab. But he can't do the drug thing or the mental thing because this was a planned out event. Jussie, you's an ass. It's like you just won't admit that you lied about this. They have all the evidence and you are still saying to your Empire people, I saw on TMZ just a minute ago that he is still telling his cast members at Empire, please believe him, he is innocent. Sis, I don't know what, this is some selfish ass shit. This is rich people shit that you have brought into the public eye, looking for sympathy, looking for clout. The fucking thing that messed Jussie up, in my opinion, was the Robin Roberts interview and the whole performing thing. I told you guys when he came out of the hospital and he went and performed, I felt that was strange because the report said that he had a fractured ribs. And he was up on stage just dancing the jig and singing his song and all that stuff like that. And I'm like, you just got out of the hospital because of a hate crime. You were beaten up so badly, bleach poured on you. Your ribs are fractured. How the fuck are you up on stage dancing like, you know, you got a hot pocket in your ass? I didn't understand that. And I questioned that because I was like, that didn't make any sense. And then he said that he's the gay Tupac. What do you mean you're the gay Tupac? What does that mean? Huh? What that mean? Because the last time I checked, Tupac wasn't a liar. Tupac was an advocate for the people. Okay? Tupac told us the truth. Tupac will go on MTV and tell you the fucking truth, even if you didn't want to hear it or not. That's what the fuck Tupac did. What the fuck you did? Stage a hate crime. Allegedly sent letters about yourself claiming that the MAGA people tried to kill you. All this shit, but you're the gay Tupac. I don't understand that reference, but it was like you just set us back. And then now you have the Trump supporters, the MAGA supporters, like clowning because you tried to blame them. Learn how to do a crime better. Like, that's all I'm saying. Learn how to do a crime better. Learn to set up your traps. And my question is, I remember when this first came out, his manager said that he was on the phone with him and he heard the scuffle and he saw the noose and yada, yada, yada. What's going on with that manager? Am I to believe that Jussie concocted this whole thing by himself and his manager had nothing to do with it? Because I never heard about the manager ever after that. Like, the manager kind of disappeared. Even though the manager corroborated his story and he was on the phone and he heard everything and yada, yada, yada. So, is the manager being arrested as well? Like, what's going on with the manager? Because I feel like this is not something that Jussie came up with on his own. I really don't think so. And the fact that The manager may be aware. Maybe they went through trying to get negotiations for Empire, and the manager got turned down for it, and they felt doing this elaborate scheme, this elaborate hoax in the public eye would drum up Empire business. Truth be told, nobody watches Empire anymore. I think Empire is in its last season, if I'm not mistaken. So, were you doing this to kind of keep it on the air and, you know, become the highest star, whatever the case may be? Was that why you were doing it? And was your manager in cahoots with you to get this shit going because he sucks as a fucking manager that he can't find you no other work? Is that what's going on? Because your music probably don't really fucking sell like that. So you felt like if Empire's over, you're over. Even though you were on a hit show for how many years since the first season, you can actually go out into the world and apply to other positions and try to get another acting gig. You didn't thought of that? Oh, that escaped your mind that you actually, this is your craft. And shows come and go. Shows end. Okay, it was inevitable for a show to possibly end. Some shows run for 20 years like Frasier and shit like that, which I love. But some shows run for years. Some shows don't. So you didn't feel like you could move on to no other position? You want to be Jamal Lyon for the rest of your life? I am so disappointed in you. I am so disappointed. And I saw somebody said, would you be able to forgive Jussie? Listen, I don't have a problem with Jussie. I don't hate the man. I don't despise him. I think he's a fucking liar. And I think he's stupid. But to say that, oh my God, I hate him so much. I don't hate Jussie. I don't hate him. The fact that you have to get attention that way, I feel sorry for you. Okay? The fact that you had people rallying around you, and this could have actually caused a bigger issue. Okay? Because if you're going around saying that you were targeted because you're black and you're gay, you could have had a lot of black people, black men rallying, black women just going in the streets, going to war for you. You could have a lot of gay men, gay women going in the streets, going to war for you over this bullshit when you lied. This could have had a more difficult, more severe consequence because of your fuck shit, all because you wanted more money in your bank account. Listen, this is a mess. His bail was set at $100,000 or something like that. He is out of prison, probably in his bed crying river-long tears. I really don't know, but boy, you done fucked up your career. You fucked up your endorsements. You fucked up your money. The money you were so coveted to try to get some more money in your bank account, you fucked that up because Empire is probably gonna get rid of you. And it's the best bet. It's the best interest of the show to get rid of you. I don't know who's gonna book you to perform at what venue because no, that's not happening. Pepsi, who you had an endorsement with, might get rid of you because why do they want you attached to their brand right now? I don't really know. So you screwed up your entire money. You screwed up the Smollet name because now you have become laughable. Jussie, you have completely fucked up. And I hope you sit down and you realize what you have done. But it don't seem like you realized it because you are still saying that you're innocent. And I don't think he's going to go to prison. I really don't. If they send him to prison, I don't think they're going to send him to prison. But, you know, because he did falsify a police report, and if he did send those letters to himself, that is a federal crime. So that part I don't really know about. But as far as the false police report, I don't think he's going to go to prison. I think he might get community service. And a lot of people are talking about, oh, what happened to the, you know, in last year, there was a lot of white people calling the cops on black people just randomly doing stuff like barbecuing or sleeping in a common area or selling water on the side of the street. There were a lot of white people calling the police on those people. And a lot of people were like, what about them? Y'all could arrest Jussie, but y'all can't arrest them. Why is it that every time something like this happens in the black community, we tend to foot the blame to somebody else? This is the same thing that happened with the R. Kelly thing. You talk about R. Kelly was having sex with these children and all that stuff. Oh, but what about Harvey Weinstein? Y'all want to crucify R. Kelly, but won't crucify Harvey Weinstein. Why is Harvey Weinstein in this conversation? Why is Harvey Weinstein in this conversation? Harvey Weinstein fucked up what he fucked up. R. Kelly fucked up what he fucked up. They're both predators, okay? Right now we're talking about R. Kelly, and R. Kelly needs to go to fucking prison. Harvey Weinstein, hopefully, how white justice is, he will go to prison as well. But white men have been predators in this country for centuries. Okay, so would he go to jail? I don't know. I don't see it, but you know. But as far as Jussie, I don't think Jussie's going to go to prison. But comparing him, I understand that all these other white people falsifying whatever. But I think the thing about this was they didn't falsify hate crimes. Okay, they were just being fucking stupid, which should have consequences when you're filing a false police report or calling 911 falsely. I think there should be consequences against that. But Jussie did, he did a hate crime. Okay, even though it was a hate crime to himself, he did a hate crime, and he also sent mail which was filled with hate rhetoric in the mail. So that is a federal crime. Okay? So yeah, this is a little more serious than Barbecue Becky calling the fucking police because Twan and them barbecuing in the damn park. This is a little different than that. Even though Barbecue Becky ass needed to be fined for that shit, and I feel like all these people need to be fined for that shit, but Jussie, his case is a little different. Okay? So everybody keeps saying comparing and contrasting. Stop that, because it's tomatoes. It doesn't make sense. But what I gotta say about Jussie, good luck. I don't know what's gonna happen to you, honey. Hopefully you ain't send those letters to yourself, because you might be going to jail for a little bit of time. I don't really know, but I hope all of it was worth it, because now you're probably never gonna work in this town again. I don't know, child. You're probably not going to work again. You done fucked up your money. You done fucked up your family's name. You done kind of fucked up Empire, even though Empire was kind of fucked up anyway. But you did all of this for money. Greed will get you locked up. Alright? Anyway, guys, I'm done talking about this. We'll see if any more news comes out in the coming days. I will be... I had finished this Jussie video, but I needed to come to you real quick. Okay, so the court documents are out. And apparently, okay, we all know that Jussie knew the brothers or whatever. But Jussie was friends with Abel, one of the brothers. We all knew that. He was training him. He was his trainer. He developed a friendship with Jussie. Jussie got him on Empire as an extra or whatever. He was a love interest of Jussie's on the show. I don't remember. I don't watch Empire, so I don't really know. But apparently, this man used to provide drugs to Jussie. Oh, Jussie's on the crack. He's not on crack, but Jussie apparently, allegedly, this is in the court documents, so I don't know, but Jussie, he was his dealer for designer drugs. Oh, Jesus, this is getting bad. This is getting bad. This is getting bad. I don't even know what to say. This is getting bad. Woo, he is his dealer. He is his friend. He is somebody that Jussie got on Empire. Jussie, you was a messy boy. You don't know what the fuck you doing with yourself. You have really, really diminished your value. You have diminished your persona. You have diminished your talent. I feel bad for him. I really do feel bad for him, because this is not good, bro. This is not good. You have fucked up your entire life with this shit. I'm sorry. Ain't no coming back from this. I don't see a comeback story with him. I don't. I really don't. People are not gonna fuck with you. Nigga on drugs, man. The nigga is doing drugs. That's his dealer. His pusher man. Yeah, so that is what's going on. Let me know if you have any questions below. What do you think about Jussie? Do you still ride for him? Do you think there is some innocence somewhere in between the lies? Do you think something is going on that can vindicate him? Or are you just like, I'm done, and he lied too damn much for me. He is lying. I don't believe anything he says. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Do not forget to check out my website, justbeheard.com, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.